Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the final round of the LPB Cup Championship on GT Sport. So this is round 7, race 2 here at Kyoto, Miyabi. It's the last race at Kyoto because we move on to Blue Moon after this. So this is ready for a race start. TY on pole from Bidzster Jamo, so the same result as the last time with the grid. So we're ready for a start. Revs rise as we wait for the lights to go out. Everyone on the rev limiters. Off we go! Good start by Firepower. Looks like he's got a good start, and Bidzster looks like he got a good start at the front as well. As we look towards the front, Bidzster's up the inside of TY here into the first corner. Bidzster takes the lead from TY. Jamo in third, but look at Task 1 coming up in fourth. Remember, Task 1's no weight on the car, and look at him slicing through all the way from 8th position ish all the way to second as we've got 4 wide, everyone else battling out for positions in the middle. Fantastic stuff here. Nick Hash, Jamo, Callum side by side as we come down to the chicane. Through the chicane we go, everyone. Oh, Rodders has lost it into the wall. Rodders has lost it. We'll get a replay on that after the first lap as Cyrex goes up the inside of Bidzster now. Team Black 1-2, Bidzster hung out to dry. TY looking to make a move now for third place as Bidzster holds on to it as we look at everyone else going through the chicane. Brilliant opening lap, but not for Rodders. He's back in last position. So just while they're all a bit more, well, they're all not spread out, but they're all together, but just before any positions start changing, we'll get a quick replay. Replay of the first lap then from the chase cam of Seek 1, so you can see everyone's battling for position there. We've got almost 3 and 4 wide in some places. So watch the Callum on the left and then the green car of Rodders in front. So you watch here, Rodders goes a bit wide, almost hits the back of Jamo, goes onto the curb, goes the other way, and Callum can't really go anywhere, and then Rodders hits him and then takes himself off into the wall. So that's no one's fault really. As we come back from that, TY 4th, Nick Hash 5th, Jamo 6th, and oh, Callum's been hung out to dry there. We're just trying to get to Callum with the cameras. Callum gets hung out to dry. Firepower and Stacker in the background close. As you look, Team Black out front, no weight on their cars, they can just run away with this. I would imagine Cyrex will try and get past his teammate for more points on Callum in the championship, as Callum's all the way back in 9th at the minute, as Jamo's trying to get past Nick Hash here. As we go into the chicane, Bidzster through, TY in 4th, right behind him, putting the pressure on. This time Bidzster with second to most weight, TY with the most. As we look a bit further back, we've got a few cars together. Jamo, Neil Farmack, and then Seek 1 going up the inside. Callum on the outside, his teammate. Right, hung out to dry. Callum is trying to go wide, look for a way around, but look who's closed up in the background. It's Stacker and Firepower there on it as well. Everyone at once into the corner. Seek 1 loses it. Was he touched or did he fall? And he hits Firepower into the wall. Oh no, that all happened up there. As we look at Stacker on the inside of Callum, but no way through there. So we'll just get a replay on what happened there. Replay what happened between Seek and Firepower from on board with Stacker. So watch Seek 1 goes in front, and then Jamo comes across. So it gives me a little tap onto the grass, which makes Seek 1 lose it. Then if we look back, Firepower's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then gets hit into the wall. That wasn't really Seek 1's fault, because it was already out of control with Jamo squeezing him onto the grass. As we come back from that, Nick Hash has been sort of slowed up because he made a mistake at the last corner, so Neil Farmer could be right on him, and he might even get the overspeed. You can see here, closing up, moves out, and he might even get the move done into the first corner already, and I think he has done. Yes, he has. As Task 1 now is second, Cyrex in the lead, so Task 1 and Cyrex are swapped. I would imagine Task 1 would have done that to help Cyrex out anyway, so Task 1 will be the bodyguard for Cyrex now as we go around the track. So even if Bidzster catches up, Cyrex will, Task 1 will try and keep him behind, so Cyrex gets more points. But they've still got good pace at the minute, Team Black, which is good. As we look at Callum, who's the man trying to fight Cyrex for the championship, as Neil Farmer goes wide. Nick Hash goes through, contact between him and Callum, more rubbing, more bumping and boring as Nick Hash maintains the position. Callum back down to 6th, Jamo behind this bunch now, so Jamo's been pushed back a bit, but Jamo on the back of the train at least. There's Stacker in 9th on his own, Rodders back in 10th now, Firepower 11th, and Seek 1 back in 12th now. So Seek 1's made an error as well, so obviously that was the error with Firepower and all that, so unlucky there for Seek 1, but fastest lap of the race for Task 1, even though he's behind his teammate, so still keeping up the fast lap times, the 2 Team Black cars at the front. Bidzster and TY now together for 3rd and 4th. This could get interesting as we go down to the next corner. Remember, TY's got maximum ballast on, but Bidzster's got second to most, so he should actually be, in theory, a bit quicker than TY, but it's not actually showing here. TY's all over him like a rash. Meanwhile, Nick Hash and Neil Farmack clocked together. They've had their fair shares of incidents over the last few seasons on LPB Racing. In fact, to be honest with you, since they started on LPB Racing and before that, they've been hammer and tongs every time. But Neil Farmack wins this one. Jamo looking for a way through, but there's no opportunity to get through. Nick Hash keeps that door firmly shut. As Rodder's there with Firepower behind him. So Firepower back on the move now, trying to catch Rodders up, so good for him. As we look back at Bidzster and TY, third and fourth. Brilliant stuff in this Mazda. One mistake and you've really lost it. As Bidzster goes into the hairpin, still in third place, good line there. He might even be catching Cyrex at this rate. Rodders defends from Firepower back in 10th place. The Seek 1 closes up to these two as well, so Seek 1 right on the back of Firepower now. Will he go for a move into the chicane? No, he won't. He'll stay behind. Probably try and get a draft up the straight. Meanwhile, back to the front. Cyrex. Oh, Cyrex back down a second now. Task 1 takes the lead. I wonder how that happened. We'll get a replay. Here's a replay from on board with Task 1 on the chase cam to see how he got the lead from Cyrex. So down towards the hairpin. So watch Cyrex's car. Goes in. He goes way too hot onto the grass. Makes a mistake. Goes wide. Task 1 carries the speed and not bothered to stay behind his teammate. He just thinks, right, I'll just drive past you, and goes right around the outside out through the chicane and takes the lead. As we look back at TY now, under attack from Callum. Callum is on the move. Callum is on the move now. He's got quite a lighter car from the last race. He's got 40 kilos on that car compared to third place weight. So he's lost about 100. He's lost about 80 kilos worth of weight, which is what you need. As we come down to the chicane, through the chicane we go as Jamo alongside Nick Hash there. And out the other side. Down the straight we go. Look back. Oh, and look forwards actually, because Callum definitely passed TY now, so Callum in fourth. On the move, and Bidzster's his next target. And there's Neil Farmack in sixth. He's got a lighter car in this as well. He's running no ballast whatsoever, is Neil Farmack. So, yep, Neil Farmack with no ballast on his car. As we go over the curb, trying to catch up to TY. In the background, Jamo and Nick Hash, who's grass cutting. Nick Hash goes and mows the lawn a little bit. So, and Stacker sliding as always. Captain Drift Pants in 9th place. Always good with the help for heroes on his car. As we go and look at Seat 1 in 10th place. Rodders back down to 11th. Firepower in 12th. So Firepower's gone back down a bit. As we look back at TY and Neil Farmack now side by side. Neil Farmack goes up the inside. Got to try and get that car turned in to cover the inside. Otherwise TY will be right back on it. Meanwhile, Callum and Bidzster side by side as well. Oh, brilliant stuff here. As Bidzster is side by side with Callum and just squeezes in front. Oh, good driving there by them two. As we go down to the hairpin, Bidzster is still in front of Callum. Not going to let him go easy. She slides that car into that corner. Callum gets a good run out as well. There's Jamo with the tyre screeching in the background. So everyone really close here, battling for positions. We go down the straight. Callum's going to pull out here. He's got a much lighter car than Bidzster here. And goes right up the inside of him. Bidzster hung out to dry, and with the weight that's not going to be good, because it's going to be even harder to get back in. He's got to watch Neil Farmack now, because Neil Farmack could be right on him in the next corner. In fact, he's already on him now. And Cyrex is back in the lead then for Team Black, so Cyrex back in the lead. So fourth for Bidzster in the middle of this Team Blue, Team Green sandwich. So good stuff there as you look at Nick Hash and Jamo side by side. Nick Hash and Jamo into the hairpin. Nick Hash on the inside in the yellow car. Goes up the inside. Will Jamo get a cut back? No, he can't, because he can't get enough pace from the car to get up the inside again. So Jamo down to 8th. There's Callum in 3rd, followed by Bidzster and Neil Farmack. Remember, Neil Farmack no weight on compared to TY and Bidzster, so he will be a lot quicker. He should be quicker than Callum in theory as well, because he's 40 kilos lighter than Callum. So as we go round the first corner, across the timing beacon there, down to the fast chicane. There's Cyrex and Task 1 in real control of this race, doing very well as Neil Farmack looks like he's going to attack Bidzster here. Goes for the inside. Will he go for the move? No, he won't yet. Not going to do it yet. He's still going to have some patience and go for it, maybe on the straight, because that's where Bidzster will be vulnerable with the weight. Meanwhile, there's Nick Hash and Jamo, they're still battling it out. But remember, Jamo with weight on his car from the last race, and Nick Hash as well. So Nick Hash with a bit of weight also. So all them cars with a bit of weight on. As I said before, Neil Farmack up the inside of Bidzster because he got the speed on the straight with the lighter car, straight through, and now he's going to try and catch up to Callum and attack Callum. But this is not good news for Cyrex, with Callum working his way up to third, because he'll be able to close the gap in, but not by much, only by 5 points at this rate. So it's not enough for Cyrex. He needs Callum to finish a lot further down the order than what he is doing. If the order stays like this towards the end, then in the next race Callum will only need a top 7 to win the championship. As we go across the line, 2 Team Black cars together. Neil catching Callum here, so that could be different. It could make things a whole lot different if Neil can pass Callum. As we go around this long first corner, the front left tyre shredder. Neil goes wide, that's giving Callum a bit of breathing room as we watch Bidzster there catch up to Neil. Well, I don't think he'll be able to make a move, not with the extra weight on the car. But we'll have to find out as we look back at Jamo and Stacker. They're quite close together as well. Down towards this next corner, down towards the hairpin. As Stacker moves out, slides us out from behind Jamo, but can't quite get it done. He's got to be careful doing that darting manoeuvre. It's very hard to master, and he's just got to be careful not to do that and then cause himself into a slide and then take the other car out. So it does take quite a lot of skill, that. So well done for Stacker for giving that a go. But and also it is risky from the fact that if the defending car might not have time to react and might be already turning in and not see you. So you've got to make sure that you know that your opponent knows where you are when you're going to do that. There's Callum and Neil Farmack still close together. Neil looking for a way through. Callum slightly defends the inside now. Starting to defend the inside is Callum, just to make sure he's not going to get through that last corner. Perfect defence there from Callum. Just enough to defend and just enough to get around the corner without any problems. Well done there from Callum, well judged. But still, Neil's right behind him now. As we go on board with Neil now, we'll get to see the speed difference. And look, here he goes in the draft, pulls out from behind, and then there's Callum. We give him a little wave as we go through, and back into third position goes Neil Farmack. Callum down to 4th, so it will be top 7 for Callum now. I've just recalculated it, so we'll see if it stays the same. Go through this long S-bend and then down towards the hairpin. Cyrex still in the lead from Task 1. Team Black showing us how it's done here with a dominating performance so far in those 2 cars. Callum right over the back, almost trying to climb into the back, into the boot of Neil's car. He's that close, but he will not be able to catch him on the straight as Neil moves to the pit wall to try and lose some of the draft. Callum doesn't even bother to go with him because he needs his line for the first corner. Neil's going to have a bad line for the inside of this corner now, and Callum, look at the cornering speed now, he'll catch up. But if Neil can sit on that line, there's no way through for Callum anyway. And that's what he does, sits right on the inside on the curb, and it was enough to keep his position. But I would have been a bit concerned there with taking such a tighter line and not being able to get back to your racing line. I'd have thought he would have understeered a bit more there, but Neil kept it quite well, so well done to him. As we go around that last corner, Neil Farmack and Callum still close together. There's Bidzster, he's behind them too, not really doing anything there because of the weight. Same with TY, he's in 6th place, not really budging from there. Nick Hash, Jamo, Stacker, and there's Seat 1 as well. So Stacker on 57, Seat 1 on 46s, so that's quite a difference in lap time. But again, Nick Hash, he's just done a 47, Nick Hash, and a 46.6, and Jamo's done a 46.4, so Nick Hash going back into the hands of Jamo. So we'll have to see how this pans out as we look further back. Rodders and Firepower are still battling out for last position, so 11th and 12th. There'll still be just as much of a battle for 11th and 12th as there will be for 1st and 2nd, I'll tell you that much. As we look back at the leaders now, so Cyrex and Task 1 go through onto their penultimate lap of the race, start lap 18, there they go. There's Neil and Callum close together down the straight. This time Callum does follow him in the draft, then pulls out for his line, and now he's going to try and do the cutback, but Neil will just stay on that curb. keep right to that inside line and not leave Callum any opportunity to go through, because by the time Callum's pulled out to the outside, he'll have lost that much speed that he won't have been able to pull alongside down to this next corner. So down here we go. Down towards the hairpin. Into the hairpin we go. Neil Farmack still ahead, and Cyrex still ahead of Task 1. As we look at the camera that's just in front of the start-finish line, there's Cyrex about to start his last lap of the race, followed by Task 1. Then we've got Neil Farmack and Callum, who's going to win out of that battle. Bidzster on his own in 5th, TY 6th. Nick Hash being slightly caught by Jamo, and Stacker being slightly caught by Seek as well, so that could be a good battle on the last lap. And also the Rodders Firepower battle as well, so we'll have some good battles to watch on this last lap hopefully. As we look at Team Black, who are already halfway around, because it's only a 45-second lap, as we go around here towards the last corner for Cyrex to win a race. He's done all he can, but Callum's still in 4th place for now, so it still could be anything that could happen. So Neil Farmack in 3rd position, Callum 4th, but across the line it's going to be a Team Black 1-2 in formation, flashing the lights. Cyrex wins the race from Task 1, good race there. Neil Farmack gets 3rd on the line from Callum, so Neil Farmack 3rd, Callum 4th, Bidzster in 5th, TY in 6th, Nick Hash finishes in 7th, followed by Jamo. Stacker and Seat 1 side by side, but I think there was a bit of contact earlier. We'll just get a quick replay on that. Okay, here's a replay of what happened between Stacker and Seat 1 on the last lap. So Stacker defends the inside into the last corner. Seat 1 gets a killer run, goes to the inside, does a switchback, and then out of the corner we go, side by side, bit of contact towards the chicane. And then Stacker cuts the corner there, and then Seat 1 gets hit there and has to go across the grass. And then Stacker comes across again, I don't know what that one was about, but comes across again, and Stacker gets 9th place. Okay, here's a replay of that from the chase cam of Seat 1's car. So looking down towards the hairpin, Stacker defends. We get a really good run on the inside. We see a gap. We go for it on the inside, and then we're side by side down towards the chicane. Stacker comes across a bit. We have to go to the grass a bit. Stacker goes over the grass and shortcuts that last corner, and then comes across and hits him again. So I don't really think that was on that last bit, but apart from that, up to there it was fair racing. Replay on that, and then Rodders and Firepower come across the line in their positions there. Firepower in 12th position, Rodders 11th. So we'll just get those results in for you now, guys. Okay, guys, here's the results. So Cyrex wins that one by 1/10 of a second from his teammate. Task 1 in 2nd place. So Team Black 1-2 there. Neil in 3rd place. Callum finishes in 4th. Bidzster in 5th position. TY finishes in 6th, Nick Hash is 7th, 8th for Jamo, Stacker in 9th, a good improvement there, 10th for Seek 1, 11th for Rodders, and 12th is Firepower. Fastest lap of the race is Callum with a 45.4. Okay guys, so there's your winner, Cyrex, as we look at his car coming around the last corner and stop it there. There's Cyrex, he wins number 6. So we'll see you guys next time for race 3. Take care, guys.